What if I could put him in front of you, the man that ruined your life? If I could guarantee that you'd get away with it, would you kill him? This chilling statement sets the stage for the thrilling cinematic journey that is Predestination. At its core, this film is a gripping tale of a time-traveling temporal agent on a mission so complex it will leave your mind spinning. But there's more to it than meets the eye. It's not just about the thrill of the chase or the mystery of the unknown. Predestination delves deep into the intriguing concept of predestination paradoxes, a phenomenon that challenges our understanding of time, cause, and effect. It's a narrative that loops in on itself, a story where the beginning is the end, and the end is the beginning. The stage is set for a mind-bending journey, so buckle up as we dive into the mysterious world of predestination. Time travel, a concept that has intrigued us for centuries, but in Predestination, it's more than just a concept. Let's delve deeper into this labyrinth of time and identity. As we explore the early life of our protagonist, a character as complex as the timeline he navigates. Born as Jane, our protagonist's life is anything but ordinary. A life marred by heartbreak and disappointment, Jane is unique, an anomaly. Raised in an orphanage, she grows up with an insatiable thirst for knowledge and a yearning for something more, something extraordinary. Little did she know, her life was destined to be just that. Extraordinary. Jane's life takes an unexpected turn when she falls in love with a mysterious stranger. This love, however, leaves her with more than just a broken heart. Pregnant and abandoned, Jane gives birth to a child who is abruptly stolen away. Her life, once filled with promise, is now stained with despair. But remember, in Predestination, nothing is as it seems. An operation driven by a medical emergency reveals that Jane is intersex. This discovery leads to an irreversible transformation from Jane to John, marking another turning point in our protagonist's already tumultuous life. John's life, however, was about to take an even more dramatic turn. Enter the temporal agency. Recruited by this enigmatic organization, John is given a chance to rewrite history, to prevent tragedies before they occur. And thus, he becomes a temporal agent, a guardian of time, weaving through the fabric of the past, present, and future. The role of time travel in John's life is not just about correcting the wrongs of the past, it's about shaping his destiny, about understanding his complex identity. Who is he? A woman, a man, a mother, a lover, a time-traveling agent? The answer is as intricate as the timeline he treads. An agent trapped in time, a life filled with paradoxes. But who is this person, really? As we unravel this tale of predestination, we realize that the answer is not just about the who, but also about the when. In time travel, there's always a start and an end. But what if they were the same? Welcome to the Cyclical Reality, the pulsating heart of the movie Predestination. Here we find our protagonist caught in the unending loop of his own existence, trapped within the confines of his own destiny. Imagine being the architect of your own life, not in a metaphoric sense, but quite literally. Our protagonist is his own mother and father. His life is a closed loop, a snake eating its own tail, creating and recreating itself in an eternal cycle. It's a concept that might seem unfathomable, but this is where the genius of predestination lies. The paradoxical nature of his existence is not just a clever plot device, but a powerful exploration of the human psyche. What does it mean to be your own parent, your own adversary? How does one grapple with the knowledge that they are their own worst enemy? This cyclical reality doesn't just bend the laws of physics, it distorts the boundaries of the mind. We see the psychological toll it takes on the protagonist. He is caught in a web of his own making, a labyrinth of choices leading him back to the same point, over and over again. Yet there's a tragic beauty in this looping narrative. Like the mythical phoenix, the protagonist is continually reborn from his own ashes, doomed to live the same life repeatedly, but armed with the knowledge of his past, present, and future. The cyclical existence, then, is not just a mind-bending twist, but a profound philosophical exploration. It forces us to question the nature of destiny, the concept of self, and the illusion of free will. In the world of predestination, life is not a linear journey, but a closed loop. The protagonist is trapped in a self-fulfilling prophecy, a life that is as much a puzzle as it is a paradox. A self-fulfilling prophecy of a life where the beginning is the end and the end is the beginning. The truth is stranger than fiction. especially when time travel is involved. And with that, we plunge headfirst into the mind-bending climax of Predestination, a film that doesn't just flirt with paradoxes, it embraces them wholeheartedly. Our protagonist, in a shocking twist, comes face to face with the realization of his own entanglement within the complex threads of his timeline. It's a moment that sends shockwaves through the narrative and forces us to question our understanding of time, cause and effect, and the cyclical nature of existence. This is where the film truly delves into the philosophical depths of fate and free will. On one hand, we see a man caught in the web of his own history, bound by the threads of time. On the other, we see him struggle with the consequences of his actions, grappling with the reality that he is both the architect and the victim of his destiny. The protagonist's journey is a deeply poetic exploration of self-discovery and self-destruction. It's a dance with destiny, a game of chess against time, where every move he makes echoes through his past, present, and future. And in this dance, he is both the dancer and the dance, the player and the pawn, the time traveler and the time itself. In the grand scheme of the film, this revelation isn't just a plot twist, it's a philosophical conundrum. It confronts us with the idea that our actions are not just our own, but they are intertwined with the intricate fabric of time and space. It challenges us to question our own understanding of consequence and responsibility, of choice and inevitability. The climax of Predestination is a haunting symphony of paradoxes, a testament to the film's commitment to exploring the enigmatic intricacies of time travel. It's a narrative that spirals into its own center, a story that folds into itself, a paradox wrapped within a paradox. And so, in the end, we are left with a protagonist who is more than just a character, he is a symbol. He embodies the complex relationship between free will and predestination, between action and consequence, between time and destiny. In Predestination, the protagonist is trapped in his own destiny, a prisoner of time. In the end, we return to the beginning, such is the nature of a predestination paradox. This is where we find ourselves now, at the conclusion of our exploration into the intricate narrative of Predestination. We've delved into the depths of a story that challenges our understanding of time, identity, and fate, a narrative that loops back on itself, creating a circular reality that is as mesmerizing as it is mind-bending. To recap, we've seen how the story unfolds, revealing a complex temporal loop where the protagonist, the antagonist, and the love interest are all the same person. We've seen how this cyclical reality, this predestination paradox, is created and maintained. And we've witnessed the final revelation, the understanding that the main character is trapped in an endless cycle of their own creation. But Predestination is not just a thrilling sci-fi narrative, it's a philosophical exploration into the nature of existence. It asks us to consider the implications of a predetermined life, of a future that is already written. It invites us to ponder the nature of identity, the fluidity of self, and the consequences of our actions. It's a film that demands reflection, that challenges us to question our understanding of the world around us. And what of its impact? Predestination leaves a lasting impression, a haunting echo that lingers long after the credits roll. It's a cinematic journey that takes us through the twists and turns of time, that leaves us questioning the nature of our own existence. It's a film that pushes the boundaries of storytelling, that challenges our perception of reality. It's a narrative that demands our attention, that forces us to question, to think, to reflect. It's a story that leaves us pondering the nature of time, of identity, of destiny. It's a film that offers no easy answers, that leaves us with more questions than we started with. And so, Predestination leaves us pondering the nature of time, identity, and destiny. A cyclical journey, a paradoxical existence. Such is the power of this cinematic masterpiece.